with up-to-the-minute results all night long. 8 News Now, your local election headquarters. Welcome to Election Day 2020.
And good evening to you. Thanks for joining us on 8newsnow.com, or maybe you're watching on Facebook. And don't forget, our newscast starts in about a half hour on Channel 8 at 11.
All right, so we have got some early numbers here for you throughout the state. Taking a look at the big race tonight between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. 52% for Joe Biden, 46% for President Trump.
And these numbers do include Clark County. We're now looking at the highly contested Congressional District 3 for the U.S. House of Reps. We see Susie Lee with 50%, 5 points up on Big Dan Rodimer with 45%, who is challenging the incumbent. This is District 4.
District 4, also the incumbent here, the Democrat Stephen Horsford, 53% over his challenger Jim Marchant at 45%. And then I think next we're going to have the race, the high-profile race for the Nevada Justice for the Supreme Court. Douglas Herndon with a strong lead this early in the evening with 46% over Ozzie Fumo at 37%.
We're now going to take a look at County Commission. There's the numbers coming in for District C. Couldn't be much closer. Ross Miller, Stavros Anthony, both at 50%, separated only by hundreds of votes. And now it's about time for the Republican Watch Party.
Yeah, that's happening tonight at the South Point. They're getting their results in tonight, both locally and across the country. Joe Moeller is at their watch party and joins us now with more. Joe?
Is not being satisfied.
Good evening, guys. It's been a little bit of a different sort of watch party because the pandemic is happening, so they've kind of limited the amount of people able to come in here, the South Point Hotel and Casino. But a lot of people have been excited and eager to see how this night is going to pan out. Joining me right now is Kaya Kravikius. She's a Trump supporter here watching this all unfold. What is going through your mind as you sit and you watch these monitors?
So much anxiety. I'm nervous. I woke up really early this morning nervous. Just hoping the president does well. His energy is really great. The rallies look awesome, and just wanting to see that result turn out in the election tonight.
So we've been watching state by state unfold, but there's still a lot of states that have not been called yet. Are you eager to find out what's going to happen next?
Including our own. Kind of concerned about why it's taking so long, like why states maybe more on the East Coast are not following through like on time like they should be. I mean, you know, we don't push back New Year's Eve, so I kind of wonder, like, if people were to vote, why they wouldn't have had it done by now, and kind of what's going on. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but excited to be here, and it's a really great energy in this crowd tonight. All
right, Kaya, thank you so much for joining us and talking to us. We do appreciate it. But you can still see there is some people here at this watch party. It's going to wrap up here in about a half an hour's time, but this is a lot different than we've seen in the past. They did limit the seating here, but people are very eager to see what exactly is going to happen tonight. So reporting live here at the South Point, Joe Moeller, 8 News Now.
Okay, Joe, thank you for that report at the Republican Watch Party. We want to take a look at some of the statewide ballot questions. Kirsten Joyce has stayed up with us tonight. Joins us now live with those updates.
Thank you, Brian and Denise. Let's take a look at this. Question 1. It is a yes, to no, 50-50, very close there, folks. Nevada legislature, more control over the state's college and university system, separated only by a mere 13,000 votes at 50-50. Question 2 would essentially take the language out that says marriage is between a man and a woman, yes at 63% to no at 37%. Question 3 makes it so the State Board of Pardons meets more often, 4 times a year to 2. That's a 61% yes, 39% no. Question 4 enshrines our voting Bill of Rights into the Constitution. That's a 63% for yes, 37% for no. And question 6 puts the 50 by 30 renewable energy standard into our state constitution. 58% of the votes with yes to 42% no. Brian and Denise.
Kirsten, thank you. The Democrats are all gathered at Springs Preserve to cheer on their candidates and really to monitor some really close, tight races.
Yeah, Orko Manna is out speaking to party leaders earlier tonight. And Orko, I understand it's a different, calmer type of party there this evening.
Well, Denise and Brian, that's right. I wouldn't even really call it a party. And Brian, you mentioned us, hanging out with those Democratic leaders here. It's more of a set-up shop here because there is no official watch party. It's just the media really talking to those state party leaders, like I mentioned earlier tonight. We're trying to get some reaction from the congressional candidates as well as the state party here. But as you can see, there's not much going on. So we are trying to get some reaction. Again, getting those numbers trickling in from Clark County. Right now, looks like Joe Biden is about 10 points ahead of Donald Trump. using those numbers we're getting from Clark County, a close race with Susie Lee as well, the incumbent Democrat. And it really is a different kind of party here. The reason the state party decided to do it this way without a crowd of supporters is because of the coronavirus pandemic. But again, we are awaiting all the official results. Joe Biden took the stage not too long ago saying we will not rest until all the votes are counted. That includes all the votes here in Nevada. So again, we are trying to get some more reaction from our Democrats here locally to get some sense of where they're at. I know they really hoped that they would see a larger blowout here. They talked a lot about a blue wave in the past couple of weeks leading up to election night, where they really ramped up their canvassing and voter mobilization efforts. Again, we are seeing slight leads right now in those close races from the Democrats, but again, it does seem pretty tight, and we are waiting to get some more reaction from those local Democrats here in Nevada. So hopefully we'll get some of that soon. But for now, reporting live, Orko Manna, 8 News Now.
Okay, Orko, thank you. So we went through some of the ballot initiatives just a moment ago. Now let's get an update on some of the school board races. Let's check in with Kirsten. Yes, Denise, there are 4 open seats. These are nonpartisan, so you won't see a party attached to them. Let's see where we're at for District A. We have Leo Guzman at 53% to Liberty Levitt at 47%. They are replacing, they would be replacing the trustee Deanna Wright, and that has Lisa Guzman leading that. District B, we have Katie Williams at 61% to Jeff Profit at 39%. Both of the women in the running for District C, products of the community they hope to oversee, and Evelyn Garcia Morales at 52% compared to Tamika at 48%. And in District E, which is the Summerlin area as well, Mount Charleston and Indian Springs for schooling, we have Lola Brooks, who is currently holding the seat as well. She's the only incumbent among all 4 school board races, and she's got 57% of the vote compared to Alexis Salt at 43%. Denise and Brian?
Kirsten, thank you so much. We're going to take a look now at some legislature races. We'll have those pop up on your screen in just a second. First, this is State Senate District 5. You see the numbers coming in with Christy Watson with a 1-point lead, a close margin over Carrie Ann Buck, 49% to 48%.
Then for District 6, Nicole Jeanette Canizaro, this is the one that a lot of people have been talking about, and we saw a lot of ads for this one. This is neck and neck between Nicole Canizaro and April Becker, 50% and 50%.
Next up, we have State Senate District 15. Heidi Sievers-Gansert is at 51%. Also a relatively close rate, 2 points over Wendy Jarago-Jackins, and that is again 51 to 49% for State Senate District 15.
All right, some of the assembly races now for District 2 between Heidi Kasama at 53% and Radhika Cannell at 45%.
Moving forward with the last race we'll be looking at, State Assembly District 4. Richard MacArthur on the left, 52%, a 4-point margin separating him from Connie Monk, who is the Democrat in this race, 52 to 48% for MacArthur.
And I think, Brian, we've got one more we're going to take a look at here. This one also fairly close for a district seat. This is for 37. Andy Matthews at 51% and Shay Backus at 49%. Lots of races to look at tonight, but now we're starting to get a clearer picture as more numbers are coming in statewide.
Time right now is 10:42. You're watching at 8newsnow.com or on Facebook. Make sure you join us in 18 minutes on Channel 8, 8 News Now for our 11 p.m. newscast, where we look at what is really a close presidential race, also the congressional races, full coverage on national and local elections in 17 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.